everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is hopefully the video that some of you have been looking forward to. I know it's one I've been looking forward to sharing with you, and it's my update about what I bought with my January low buy budget. So if you haven't seen my Building My Dream Wardrobe video, my first video in this low buy series that I filmed in December last year, I will link it in the cards here. But basically, I'm doing a low buy throughout the year of 2022. I'm buying just one new clothing item each month to build up, hopefully, the start at least, of my dream timeless, everlasting wardrobe. So I have a budget of up to £200 a month for each item, and there are a few little exceptions, like I'm allowed to thrift if I don't use up all of the budget each month. But other than that, it's kind of bringing in just one new, really well thought out piece, hopefully, each month. Obviously it's January, so it's the first official month of the low buy, and I want to update you with what I purchased and how the month went for me. If you like this video and want to see more low buy content as well as general slow fashion and styling content, then make sure to subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here. Okay, so you can probably tell that I am wearing the piece that I did buy with my January budget. It is this striped jumper. If you saw my wishlist video, which was my last video, I will link it here, you'll know that one of the top priorities on my list for this year was a Breton knit, and I had quite a few options that I was kind of trying to choose between. I will put some on the screen now. There was a Jigsaw number, there was a COS one, there was a Cezanne one, and then there was this one from Lileen, and I ended up going with this one, and I want to tell you why. One of the reasons I was so drawn to Lileen as a brand, and this jumper in particular, was because their mission is to create, their whole brand is based around the Breton knit. It is their speciality, it is what they do best, it's what they focus on, it is what they're passionate about, creating these timeless classic pieces that will last in your wardrobe for many years to come, using premium fabrics but at a relatively affordable, straight to consumer price. So they don't have that markup that many other premium brands might do. I was really drawn to that concept. I love that idea. I love brands that specialize in one thing and do one thing incredibly well and are known for that thing, because those tend to be the brands that get it right. They put the time in, they put the research and experience in, they hire the best people, they pick the best factories, the best materials, the best designers, and the end product is high quality as a result of that. I went with their Marina sweater. It is their 100% cotton version. They do a few different ones. They do some cashmere, they do some wool, they do some blends, and they do this one, which is the 100% cotton jumper. I went with this one for a number of reasons. I love cotton. I cannot speak highly enough of a cotton knit. I think while there'll always be a place for things like wool and cashmere in my closet, there's nothing more comfortable and more cozy and like almost hugger to me than a cotton jumper. It's something that feels as comfortable as my loungewear does, and I don't find that with wool and cashmere. At the end of a long day wearing the nicest cashmere jumper, I still want to take it off and change into something else, which I think is really reflective of it being, yes, luxurious to wear, but you know, it's a choice, and it's not something that feels just like I could be in it day in, day out. Whereas cotton feels like that to me personally. So that's what I wanted, because I wanted this jumper to really work for me. I wanted to be able to wear it when I'm lounging around the house in like casual lounge pants or joggers. I wanted it to dress up jeans. I wanted it to be worn with leggings, run into the shops. I wanted it to do a little bit of everything. So I knew I needed it to be mostly cotton. The other thing I loved about this style in particular was the oversized nature and fit of it. You can see it's a pretty baggy jumper. It has a classic round neck. I love that the sleeves come slightly down below my hands. It has that cozy feel again in the fit as well as the material. And I feel like the prices on Lileen are pretty reasonable for the quality. In terms of my first impressions of the quality, I've worn this a few times now. I got it about a week ago. It is so thick and chunky in the best way possible. You can clearly see that it's been weaved and knitted really well, and overall I'm just super impressed with the quality. I'm not an expert by any means. I haven't done any kind of qualification in fashion design or anything like that, but as a consumer I can tell that this is probably the highest quality jumper I've ever owned. And the price point wasn't bad considering that. I got this for £108 on Net-a-Porter, so I did order it from Net-a-Porter rather than Leline specifically. They are a US, New York based brand, so if you are based in the US, I will leave their website down below because they have far more choice and variety on there compared to places that have more of a curated capsule like Net-a-Porter. But for me, based in the UK, Net-a-Porter was the best place to go. So this was in the sale, so £108 was the sale price. It was originally £180 on Net-a-Porter. They are marked up slightly on there. I think on the Leline website itself, you can get it for about £155. So there's a slight markup, but because of the sale, it came down to a price that I was pretty comfortable to pay. As I said before, my budget is £200 a month, but I'm not anticipating spending that every single month. It is not intended to be maxed out. It is intended that way in case there are certain items that are up to £200 that I feel are worth it. But most of the time I'm expecting to spend around half to 3/4 of that. So £108 felt like a really fair price to me. It's less than it would be on Sézanne. It's less than the Sézanne Lucas jumper, and I think the quality is better. The Sézanne one does have some synthetic fibres in there, and I just think overall, because Leline are a slightly smaller brand that specialise specifically in these kinds of items, the quality is naturally a little bit higher. In terms of the sustainability practices of the brand, which is something I want to consider when making my purchases, I couldn't find too much information on their website, so I would be interested to know down below if you are US based or you're just more familiar with the brand itself. I know it's a relatively new brand, only founded in 2015, and I do know they do a second-hand service, so they have something called Reline, where you can sell and buy second-hand versions of their clothing. So I did see a few of these that were available second-hand on their website, if you are available to shop directly from their website, which I think is a fantastic idea and a good way to contribute to the sustainability movement. But yeah, I'm generally feeling like I wanna be conscious of the brands I'm buying from, and obviously I'm not gonna buy from super fast fashion brands, but I'm more so thinking about lessening my purchases and picking higher quality items that are going to last the test of time, and just buying less and shopping less. That is, I think, the best way that someone who doesn't have an endless budget to spend on super expensive sustainable brands can contribute successfully to the slow fashion movement, and it's very much one that I want to take forward with me. I really want to support smaller brands as well, so being able to support a relatively small brand felt really good for me, rather than just buying it from like And Other Stories or Sézanne like I would usually do. Felt a little bit special to buy it from someone that's, you know, on a smaller scale and doesn't have that kind of presence yet in the fashion world. I'm going to do a little interlude now and show you how I would style up this jumper for different occasions. Okay, so I'm just going to stay in my loungewear while I show you what the jumper looks like. So as you can see, it's definitely an oversized long line fit. I got mine in a size medium, my true size. So it's definitely designed to fit like this, to fit oversized. They do a mini version, which is really cute, which is basically the same as this jumper, but cut, I don't know, a third of the bottom, so it sits more like there. So if you wanted something like that, then you could go for that one. But I wanted to challenge myself a little bit, and I want to, you know, experiment a little bit more with my silhouettes and my shapes, and I would typically go for something that finishes at the hips or the waist. So I wanted to, you know, be a bit different and prove to myself I can wear these oversized boxy things that I see all the girls on Pinterest and TikTok wearing. So yeah, so this is the outfit. I've got these neutralish beigey colour lounge pants on from a fast fashion brand that I won't name. I've got my UGG slippers, so a really comfortable round the house outfit, but I think this jumper works perfectly in this scenario because I feel great on the top half of my video calls. I can answer the door. I can feel confident in myself, but at the same time, I am so comfortable. I couldn't be more comfortable and warm as well. So yeah, it works perfectly in this scenario, I think, but I will show you how I would, if I was going outside, how I would chuck on maybe some jeans and a few accessories to dress it up a little bit. Okay, so I realise we're not going to break any fashion records here with this outfit, but just an example of how I would wear it out. I've got these jeans on from And Other Stories. These are the Sublime jeans. I love these. I reviewed these in my And Other Stories denim review, which I'll leave in the cards. I really recommend them actually. They're really nice. They're quite similar to the Levi's ribcage. So kind of like a high-waisted straight leg jean on the longer side as well. And then I've got my Vivaya Gemma boots on, which I love as well. And yeah, I really like this outfit. Obviously jeans, a jumper and boots. Groundbreaking, but I just think the jumper is perfect for this look. If you want to go for that very Pinterest, Instagram Breton jumper that we see at the moment in the oversized silhouette, then I don't think you can beat this one. I think it beats even the toe tab one, to be honest. So yeah, that is the outfit. And then obviously you could chuck on a coat. I would probably put this one on because the navy ties in really well with the navy stripes. And I love like a navy look. I love a navy coat. So yeah, again, nothing groundbreaking, but just a nice classic outfit, and I feel so good in it because of the quality of the jumper. You just can't beat it. So okay, and finally I've been experimenting with this style recently where you chuck on the jumper over your shoulders, or you wear the jumper as more of a scarf, I think, with a coat over the top. But yeah, I think you can do this really well with this. Just wanted to give you another option really and show you that you can be done. I think it looks, you got to get it right. I think you need to fiddle with it a little bit, but once you've got it, it sits quite comfortably because it's quite heavy and quite chunky. It's not going to go anywhere, and it is actually going to keep you quite warm if you wear it as a scarf because it's so chunky. So yeah. Another way I'll probably be styling it up over the next couple of months. In terms of the other things I'm wearing, I've switched out my jeans for this darker wash pair. These are also from And Other Stories. They're the Treasure Cut. Another firm favourite of mine. I wear these even more than the Sublime ones. And I've got an old blouse on from Mango for a little bit of colour. I like the way that the neutral stripe goes with a lot of different colours. I do think it works quite well as a scarf with the coat. This is definitely keeping me really warm. And it's nice to be able to change up your jumpers into scarves, I think. If you have a jumper that you really like as a scarf, like the pattern, I've not got a scarf like this, so adds a little bit of something. If you're bored or in a style rut, I think it's a good thing to try. So just wanted to show you it with the coat. So back to me sitting down here, what are my final thoughts? In terms of my thoughts about how the month went, overall it was a pretty smooth process for the first month of the low buy. There weren't too many times where I felt tempted to buy other things. I think because I was thinking about this jumper for a good few weeks. I'd actually seen it in December, I think, before I'd officially started the low buy. So I kind of knew that it was probably going to be the thing I was going to purchase. And for that reason, I didn't feel necessarily tempted by other things because I was looking forward to actually buying this and receiving it, and that was something that in my mind I knew I could look forward to, so I didn't feel the need to add, you know, different things to my cart to then arrive at my doorstep and look forward to that. The only slight hiccup I've had, I think, is that it is my birthday today. So if you're watching this on the Saturday, the day it's uploaded, it is my 27th birthday, and I've been feeling the urge over the past few days leading up to my birthday to buy a new outfit for my birthday celebrations, and I think that's quite a common thing that people do. It's something I probably would have done in the past. And I'm still wrestling with this idea of whether I should or I shouldn't. Should I make an exception for my birthday? I didn't when I came up with the rules of the low buy. I didn't really consider it, but then now it's closer to the time, inevitably I feel the urge to buy something new. And I think that is the real issue that I struggle with personally. Like, I have a few different things in my wardrobe that I could wear to a birthday meal that would look great, I'd feel really confident in, I'd feel really comfortable, are high quality, so they feel special enough to be worn on a special occasion. But it's that desire to have something new, and it's that desire to have something that no one's seen me in before or I haven't taken a picture in before that's really the thing that's rattling around in my brain at the moment. I've kind of been wrestling with the idea of just buying a top that I can wear with jeans, a nice special top. I've had my eye on a few different versions, some pretty inexpensive and some more expensive. I don't really need it. Like, I can just wear something like my Abelea, or I have a really nice bodysuit, an old one from Zara that I love to wear, with jeans and heels or boots that I think looks great and dressy enough for an evening meal. But there is still that something in me, definitely at this point in the process, this early on, that wants the new shiny thing. So I will keep you updated if I do slip up and make any purchases. It's Thursday now when I'm filming this, so I only have 2 days. I only have 48 hours to survive without buying something, but then I don't know, I'm still tempted. So that's the only kind of thing I've had to wrestle with this month. So overall I've done pretty well, I think. I think it's been quite an easy month. I think it's going to get harder. One of the reasons it's been easy is because it's January. I've been quite focused on resetting my life, sorting out my goals, my house, getting back into work after the Christmas holidays. I was also stuck abroad unintentionally until like the 9th of January. So for the first week of January I had COVID. I couldn't fly home. So my mind was preoccupied with other things and I was not thinking about buying clothes at all. And then once I got back, like I said, I kind of had a couple of weeks where I had to get back into the swing of my routine. So it's only now that the temptations are really starting to come through and niggle at me slightly. So I'm kind of anticipating that getting worse over the next few months, but we will see, and I will document it here for you, and hopefully we can support each other. If you're doing something similar to me, you're on a no buy or a low buy, I would love to know how it's going for you at the moment as we come towards the end of January. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing my new item. I'm so happy with it overall. I think it's a really good purchase and I think it's one you're going to see a lot of, so I hope you do like it. It's obviously nothing crazy to style up. It's something that most people have and I can wear with pretty much anything, and it's not going to be, yeah, it's not revolutionary. It's along the lines of florals for spring in how groundbreaking it is, but I'm still really happy with it, and it's something that I want to lean my wardrobe more towards anyway, that timeless, classic, elegant, elevated basics style. Like this video if you enjoyed it, make sure to leave me a comment below. I love chatting to you in the comments and getting to know you better, and I'll see you in my next video very soon.